I will be hosting. I am Linnley Sweeney. I joined the Myeloma crowd in January of 2020 to share my passion for health. My husband is a cancer survivor as well as a cancer biologist. Finding a cure, bettering treatments, and finding balance through life is a huge passion of ours. And I also have an energetic 6-year-old at home. I'm a runner and Ironman finisher. So fitness has been a huge part of my life, and I love coming and being able to share it with you. So tonight, our topic will be how Pilates can benefit myeloma patients. So we are going to be doing a class together. Again, this will be recorded and sent out to you so you can watch it again and follow along. We are going to do more intermediate level movements tonight because we did more of a beginner level a couple months ago. So Pilates and cancer. Pilates is often mistaken as an exercise that is to be performed on the reformer. That is the most common known way of doing Pilates, and that can be stressful on the spine. While some Pilates practices is done on the reformer, not all has to be done with equipment. The benefits of Pilates is to improve your core strength, posture, as well as balance. Muscle strength and endurance is another benefit that can be gained through regular practice. Like yoga, the movement is through breath, and it is important to use your breath and slows you down for a mind-muscle connection, which can be very beneficial for keeping you in form and for avoiding sudden movements that can potentially cause injury. And as always, all exercises can be modified for strength and your fitness ability, and check with your doctors for any limitations that you may have or we may need to be aware of. So with that, I am going to scoot back on the mat, and I will lead you through a flow of exercises that we can do together. So I'm going to show you the movement, and we will do 8 of each movement together, being mindful of our breath and how we do it. And I will get some nice calming music on to go with our movements. So we are going to start by laying on our backs. You can do this on a bed, on a couch, on the floor. I have my yoga mat. If you need some more cushioning under you, you can do that. There's ways to make this a little more comfortable than just laying on a hard floor, but it is important to be laying flat so that you can engage your core and support your spine. Oh, wrong music. Let me get. So we're going to first start by laying on our back and doing what's called the 100. So the 100 is a movement with your arms, engaging your core and your breath. So I'm going to scoot back and demonstrate it. Let's see. I'm going to tilt this back a little bit so you can see. So you're going to lay back flat on the ground, arms down at your side, and do a little bit of a tilt with your pelvis to bring your back flat, engage your core, legs bent. We're going to keep our head on the ground, and we're going to pump our arms up and down. So when we go down, we'll breathe out, come up, breathe in. Goes like this. We're going to do that together. So let me get that music going. Laying flat on your back, legs bent, arms down at your side. Normally this movement is done with your neck up, but in a modified way of doing it is keeping your head flat, your back flat, head down, engaging your core with your pelvis. Let's go for 8. There's 4 and 8. So we're really engaging and lengthening our arms as we do that. If it feels comfortable, we're going to do 4 coming up, holding here, go. And lay back down. All right, next we're going to do it with our legs up. If that feels comfortable, if not, leave your legs down, back to the 100. There's 4 and 8. We're going to do 4 more with our head up and go. And bring it back down. All right. We're going to have our knees bent, arms up overhead, and we're going to bring our arms down, keeping that pelvic tilt, and then coming back up, getting those arms all the way up, lengthening up, and come back down. All right, we're going to do it again. Bring up, and reaching it back down, keeping your core tight. All right, if you can, we're going to do that again, but this time you're going to roll up and then roll back down. All right, we're going to do that again. Bringing your arms up, rolling up, and inhale down. All right, one more, exhale up. And inhale down. All right, staying in that position here, we are going to do some leg circles. I'm going to go on an angle for this. So you're going to do one leg at a time. So I have one leg bent. The other leg I'm going to bring up, out, down, and together. Okay, I'm putting my hands on my stomach to keep my core tight. If you need to put your hands under your back to support your back, you can do that as well. Exhale up. Inhale out and around. Do that again. Exhale up. Out and around. Exhale up. Out and around. Last one. Exhale up. Out and around. All right, we're going to switch legs. Bringing it up. Out and around. So go out around as far as feels comfortable. If it doesn't feel that great going all the way out, then you can just go right back down. All right, bring it up and out and around. Inhale up, out and around. Do 2 more. Out and around. Last one. Keeping your core tight. And relax in. All right, we're going to lay our legs straight, flat out. Keeping that core tight. I'm going to keep my arms under my lower back to keep it supported. And you're going to bring your leg up, extend out, and then down. So keeping it straight, you're going to bend up, kick out, and bring it down. Inhale up, and exhale down. Let's go again. And exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Switch legs. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. All right, relaxing there. We are going to do what's called leg changes. So we're going to go here. I'm going to support the back of my head. Bend knee in and switch. Keeping your core tight, back flat. I'm supporting my neck. Tapping the toes. So every time I bring the leg down, I exhale out. Exhale out. Exhale out. Let's do 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And relax. All right, we are going to work on our pelvic tilt. So feet flat. We're going to work on, so from here, my back is a little bit arched, and that pelvic tilt brings it flat. Then relax and tilt it so that you're bringing it flat on the ground, core tight. Let's do that 6 more times. And bring it in. And relax. Tilt it under. And relax. Tilt. Really engaging your core. Relax. And engage. And relax. Engage. Last time, relax. And tilt it in. All right, from here, feet flat, hips tilted. We're gonna squeeze up into a bridge and release back down. If you need to, bring your feet out a little bit wider and then up, that works as well. Just make sure that you're not arching your back as you're going into that bridge. If it's hard to go up into a bridge, just squeeze your glutes with that tilt and then release. All right, let's go into a bridge and up and down. Keeping your core tight in that position and up and down. Engage up and down, up and down. 2 more times. Up and down. Last one, really keeping that core tight. And down, relax. All right, we're gonna do our stretches. So keeping our head down, bring your knee into your chest, pulse it in twice and switch. Pulse it in twice and switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. Switch. And switch. If it feels comfortable to bring your shoulder blades up off the ground, head up, you can do that stretch from there as well. If that's not comfortable, stay flat on the ground. Switch, 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 last one, and relax. All right, from here, we're gonna do straight leg. So instead of a knee bend, we will do straight, holding either from your calf or your hamstring. Pulse it in twice, straight leg kick, and switch. And switch. As your hamstrings may be tight, it's okay if they look a little bit like this. They're a little bent. It's about getting that stretch and improving that form over time. So straightening your legs as well as you can, keeping your core tight. Switch, 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 and switch. And release back down. All right, we're gonna roll onto our side. I'm going to support my head. Bottom leg is bent. We're going to kick up and down. So let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to tap back 2, forward 2, back 2, forward 2. Last 2. Last 1. All right, relax. We're gonna switch sides. All right, bent knee on bottom, straight leg on top, head supported, and kick up, and tap down. Up, and tap down. Let's do 2 more. All right, we're gonna do our back and front double taps. All right, hand up front for support, tap back, up and forward tap. Core tight. Last 2. Last 1. And relax. All right, they're going to lay on our front. Hopefully you can see. So I'm going to put my forehead on the ground. And with my forehead down, I'm going to reach my arms up and then bring them back down. But you can put your head down and just keep your head nice and neutral, being able to breathe. Or if you can, if it feels comfortable, to lift your shoulders up slightly, as long as that does not hurt or cause any pain. It strengthens your extensors in your back. So flat. Or if you're going to bring your head up just a little bit. Find a position that's comfortable for you. If neither one is comfortable, you can do it laying on your back as well. All right, let's do 8. Last two. Last one. And relax. All right, we're going to go on all fours. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and we're going to do a cat, getting that pelvic tilt, engaging your core, and then release, relax. Pelvic tilt, and relax. And tilt, and relax, and tilt, and relax. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And relax. From here, we're going to, you can do this a couple of ways. Opposite arm, opposite leg, and switch. Opposite arm, opposite leg, and switch. Or you can do arm, leg, arm, leg. Okay, we're going to do this for 8 times. So whether that's 4 of one at a time or 8 both at the same time. And exhale out. Core tight. Inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale out. Switch. Last one. And release. All right, we're gonna rock back onto our bum to our heels and then come forward. Rock back and come forward. Rock back, getting a little bit of a quad stretch. Come forward, back. All right. Now we're gonna sit on our bums. Sitting here, sitting up nice and tall. We're gonna round it back and come up. And exhale back and come up. Last time back. And up. Extending our feet out. We're going to reach opposite hand, opposite foot. We're not twisting. We're just reaching at an angle and switch. Reach and switch. Trying to keep my chest forward and not rotating it. Just reaching with that arm, but keeping the chest forward. And switch. Switch. Come up nice and tall in between. Make sure when you're reaching forward, you're not arching. We're keeping our chest up, shoulders straight. Last one. And up. All right, bring our knees in, cradling it nice and tight. All right. Sitting back, rolling our shoulders up and bringing them down. Roll up and down. Last one up and down. All right. Thank you guys for joining me for those exercises. I will open this time for anyone who may have any questions. All right. All right. Okay, Kim asked, how often should we do these? So these kinds of movements, it would be great to do probably 2 or 3 times a week. Definitely allow your body to tell you if it's too much or not quite enough. You want to be able to feel good doing the exercises, feel like you're getting a stretch into it, like you're engaging your core, feeling that tightness, but you don't want to feel like you're causing back pain or do too much of that twisting. So I'd say 2 to 3 days a week is awesome because this falls under that strength category, and 2 to 3 days is that nice sweet spot. Mary asked if I have any recommendations on sandals with good arch support. Yes. So depending on what kind of sandal or arch support you're looking for, OOFOS, OOFOS. I'm going to put that in the chat. As well as Hoka slides. So both of those have great arch support. They're great for recovery. A lot of people with plantar fasciitis, foot problems, love those kinds of sandals. I talked to some of our coaches last week in person who have those sandals and say that they have been awesome. So Hoka and OOFOS sandals are awesome. Yes. Dolores, is it better to have pointed toe versus heel leading, or should we do some of each? Do some of each. So sometimes having that heel leading, you feel that extra stretch going on in like, especially when it's like a hamstring type of a stretch movement, you will feel better with that heel leading. When you're doing things where like the legs are up and you're doing the leg switching, it's good to have that pointed toe. Just with the flow of it, it's better for that toe. I hope that answers your question, Dolores. So it's a mix of both. Absolutely. Best basic Pilates recommendation for stretching mid-back with compression, fractures, tightness. Yeah, slight cat arches are best. You can even do it upright. So I'll show you a slight cat arch. You can do it seated so that you're not doing too much sliding back and forth. So upright, tilt it back a little bit. Come forward, come back, and forward. So getting those slight cat cow, but not going into that full arching of the back is probably the best mid-back stretching. Definitely, if you can work with a spine PT, they have some great recommendations based on your specific fractures in your back that can be helpful. But from some recommendations that I've heard, that small movement, cat arches, is really good because it gets that pelvis tilt going, and that can help strengthen your core, and that supports your back best. Oops. All right. Any other Q&A questions? These were great questions. Let me know if you have any other specifics, especially when it comes to supportive shoes, supportive equipment for exercise. I'm happy to help provide some resources of some great things that you can look into. Doing these kinds of exercises on a hard surface can sometimes be hard on your back, especially when you have those compression fractures. So I would say to do them on a supported surface with cushioning. So adding some cushions to the ground, a thicker yoga mat, some of those like gymnastics mats are great. So some gyms have those, and that's enough of a cushion to support it without being too cushioned that you can't keep the right positioning for your back. Because definitely you want to keep that. Thank you all so much for joining. I'm glad you enjoy these Pilates classes. I definitely think that Pilates is awesome to include in everything that you do. All right. So our next HealthTree moves. Oh, there's one more. Oh. Our next HealthTree moves for myeloma chapter meeting will be in September. We will have Dr. Oza coming again next month to talk to us about more exercises and things that we can do based on like compression fractures and spine injuries. She has some great resources, so we will be looking forward to hearing from her in September. I'm still working on confirming the exact date for that. So stay tuned for next time. Hold on. I'm trying to find, sorry, my slides disappeared from my screen, not from your screen. Goodness, sorry, Audrey. I saw 2 more comments. You're welcome. Thank you guys for coming to this. It's so helpful knowing what you guys enjoy and seeing that we had so many registrants coming today or people interested was wonderful. So it's helpful to know. All right, so upcoming events, we have Tuesday, August 9th at 1 p.m. Eastern, the Myeloma Financial Chapter. Capitalizing life insurance to pay your myeloma care. That is awesome information. I think if you can't make it, definitely sign up to watch the recording afterwards. Great resources provided there. Tuesday, August 9th at 6:30 p.m. Pacific, the SoCal Community Chapter practice considerations for living well with myeloma from experts at the Cedars-Sinai Medical Center. Wednesday, August 10th at 1 p.m. Eastern, the HealthTree Foundation for Multiple Myeloma Chapter, the Growing Coach Program. We have an amazing coach program. It's definitely awesome to take a look and see what we have coming up. A special thanks to our community event sponsors, without whom this would not have been possible. We have, thank you again, Bristol Myers Squibb, GSK, Genentech, Janssen Oncology, and AbbVie. Thank you so much for joining. I did want to remind you, those who saw at the beginning, we do have our HealthTree Moves for African American Myeloma Awareness virtual 5K coming up on August 13th. So if you have not registered, please do so or share. We would love to be able to share this out with all of our communities so that everyone can know about these initiatives that we have. We want to bring awareness to all myeloma, all of our communities, and it's so great that we are doing our virtual 5K for African American myeloma. We will be bringing some more 5Ks to your communities this next year. We will be having one in-person and virtual 5K in Salt Lake City on August 27th as well. So if you are local to the Utah area, or if you know people who are local to Utah, share that information. Thank you all and have a great night.